Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are doing great. Happy Tuesday. Hope that the work week has been treating you guys well so far. I know it's still kind of early in the week, but hopefully it's still been going well so far. And all that good stuff. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I hope you like what you see here. Decide to stick around. And yeah, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm on and all that good stuff. And for those of you who've been rocking with your girl for a bit already, welcome back and thank you for the continued support. So there's no one here just yet, so I don't want to start reading, but um, I'm not gonna wait too long. We shall see. I don't usually go on this late. To me, this is late, but and I know people are kind of getting settled in for the night and stuff like that, especially if you have kids and stuff. So we'll see. Give it a couple of minutes, and then if nobody really pops in, then I either will cancel it altogether or still do it, but we'll see. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna try to wait a second before I start shuffling and stuff. I have a few pre-selected decks here. So we have the Energy Oracle, some Love decks, career, finance decks, and then some final advice from Spirit type of cards. So we shall see when people start coming in. See how it goes with that. Like I said, otherwise I'll just start reading. I'm gonna wait probably like another minute or so, and then see what happens. Yay! Got someone. And not just someone, but someone very special. Got my girl, the Phoenix Priestess here. Hey, my love. Hi. Check my girl out, guys. That's my soulie right there. Check her out. Love that girl. Amazing person, an amazing reader. Very blessed to have her in my life. Yeah, so I was saying already how, of course, I'm grateful for, those who return and continue to support the channel. Love you, love you. Oh, I got another one of my peoples in the building too. My sister, I Inspired Tarot. Check her out. Hi, Veronica. Hey, lovies. Love you guys. So yeah, first off, I want to say thank you guys for being here. And again, for those of you who are new and haven't been here before, welcome. And hope you like what you see here. I already said that stuff earlier, but say it again since you guys are starting to come in. Yeah, hit that like button and subscribe, guys. So this is just going to be a collective message. We're going to look into just like the overall forecast for the month of July. Get some messages about that, and then we'll look into love and see what you guys might need to know about that. Keep in mind these are just general messages, so like take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And excuse me, ooh, golly. Maybe there's gonna be something to say about love for sure, huh? That was weird. And then yeah, we'll look into career and finance a little bit as well, and get some last messages from Spirit for some closure, just to kind of round everything up and see what you guys need to know. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna start with the Energy Oracle and just see what you guys need to know at this time as the general energy for the month of July. Spirit, only let positive energy into this reading for the collective. Show the collective what they need to see at this time for their highest good when it comes to the month of July. Anything that they need to be aware of, and things of that nature, so they could be prepared. Ooh, I heard thinking of a master plan. It's giving Rakim. Some of you guys might like old school hip hop. So when I split the deck, we have the thinking woman and we have woman holding a coin. So that respectively is, oops, that is door to spirit. The way that the cards fell, I like that. That was interesting. So I am getting that you guys have been really thinking about your finances. Some of you guys might have air in your chart or earth in your chart, but definitely thinking about money matters right now. Maybe planning something when it comes to your finances. Shall see. So let's see what the overall energy for this month is going to be looking like for you guys. shuffles. Sorry, guys. All right, so first, not the first, but we have here on the bottom of the deck, we have seventh chakra Archangel Uriel here. So very heavy crown chakra vibes. Maybe getting some downloads about what it is that, especially with that, how the card like have fell behind it was door to spirit. So maybe you're getting some messages directly from your guides and stuff like that to help you be guided during this time. And I did say something about feeling something about the throat chakra as well. We have fifth chakra Archangel Gabriel here. Hi Barb, how are you? We also have my girl Blessings. What's up, my love? Check my girls out. Blessings is like just one of the best moderators ever. Let's put that out there. And then we got my girl I Inspired Tarot that you should check out. We also have the Phoenix Priestess you guys should check out. I'm just saying. You won't be disappointed. You will not regret it. Check my girls. Yep, see, she's back out. The woman holding a coin. So yeah, definitely about money. Yeah, maybe you guys have some anxieties about money. Maybe there's some type of I just heard big purchase. I'm not sure if you guys are about to make a big purchase and you're a little bit nervous about it. We have the garden and the gate here. Somebody might be getting ready to move or get in a car. Picking up on that for some reason. Maybe you're just kind of nervous about, you know, where things are going. Sixth chakra Archangel Metatron is here in the middle. 2-bedroom apartment. See, so I am picking up on something like that. Okay, that makes sense. So that I just was like randomly like picking up on it. Well, it's not random, but you know, I'm picking up on it. All right, so let's get like maybe let's get like 4 more cards from here, just to kind of touch base with what's going on. You guys need to know. Patience. Be patient during this time. You know, I'm kind of getting this energy of like not making rash decisions too. Make sure that you think your choices through fully. You know, cross off your, you know, T's, dot all your I's, that kind of thing. Like there's no rush. Yeah, there's no rush. Yeah, definitely think about these things because we have thinking man here now too. But right here we also have door to personal healing and happiness. So, interesting. Oh gosh, that sounds terrible. Blessings. We have hostilities. It's kind of giving like head over heart decisions, making sure that you practice a sense of patience, temper yourself when you make these decisions. Don't just go doing shit all willy-nilly. I'm definitely getting that. Yeah. Make sure that you're rooted and grounded in these decisions too with the first chakra, Archangel Michael. I'm also getting you are protected, but I'm picking up on something about just being mindful. I did hear the word slumlord, so just be careful. Like if you're looking for an apartment, right? Making sure that you're doing your, you know, your investigative work. You know, they want to look us up, right? Like, oh, making sure you don't have a, um, a record and things like that. What's your credit looking like and all that? But then, you know, they don't even be having the best history when it comes to their tenants. Just saying. Their tenants be like, they're an asshole. So the same way that they can look us up, we can look them up too. So yeah, we have victory here. I like that. Number 28 on their completion. Successful completion is what I'm picking up on. So maybe closing out some type of cycle. For some of you, it could be, again, some struggles with your money. Leaving a place that you no longer want to be at. Wrench. It's not. Door to value is here. I like that. Blossoming abundance. Ooh, money about to look kind of good for some of y'all. Okay. We're going to claim it, right? The temple path. That path is being lit up. So just, use your discernment, right? Follow where you're being guided because your guides are definitely trying to help you right now They're going to point you in the right direction. Ren, cut it out. Hey, look at me. All done. All done. You were quiet as a church mouse all day. Up here. All right. Come up here. Come. All right, all tied up. Getting like the grip is about to be loosened up a little bit. The grip is gonna loosen up. Loosen your grip is also what I'm getting. Loosen your grip. A lot of things that just kind of happen. Plan it out, of course, right? We're not making, rash decisions, but don't hold yourself back and keep yourself confined is what I'm kind of getting. I'm also getting like maybe looking at things from a new perspective. Yeah, you guys have been manifesting this, whatever this is. The Magician in the Mirror. She really has been quiet all day, and now all of a sudden when I'm on here, now she want to go acting crazy. In fact, we took like the longest fucking nap earlier. Oh God, guys, my sleep has been terrible the past the past few days. In a certain neighborhood, my friend said it's a bad neighborhood. My spirit guys said bad neighborhoods get better when people stop ignoring them. Interesting. That's kind of deep, man. That's kind of deep. We have second chakra, Archangel Ariel here. So a lot of the chakra cards are showing up throughout this reading so far. I mean, look how many cards are in here. For all those chakra cards be popping up like that, they seem pretty significant. Yeah, finding that willpower while you manifest. Definitely getting like the sense of alchemy. Yeah. And detaching. It says attachment, but you're detaching, right? I said loosen your grip. It's picking up on that. Loosening your grip, right? And when you start loosening up your grip, I'm getting the number 5 might be prominent for somebody. It's about change. Making some changes, right? Releasing things that no longer serve is what I'm picking up on. Let's get one more from here, Spirit. So just this little forecast of this month looks kind of good, guys. I like this. I like this a lot. So congratulations to you guys in advance. Those of you who are getting ready to move or, getting your money right. Seventh chakra, sorry. Why am I stuttering? Seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel is here, officially on the spread now. And that's like, again, that crown chakra is one of the first cards that kind of showed up. And now it's here officially. Nice. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. I think almost all the chakra cards showed up at this point. The one that didn't show up is solar plexus, I think. But yeah, word of value, baby. I like it. You're getting some downloads. And the thing is like I'm also getting like there's going to be a sense of like emotional fulfillment too with whatever you got going on. Like head over heart decisions, yes, but there will be a sense of emotional fulfillment also. Happy family. Reading that intuitively. Some of you guys might be actually like moving with like family or something, or there's a family dynamic that's super important to you guys that hold close to you. That's going to maybe be improved or something like that. But I'm also just kind of getting like, especially reading this intuitively, it's like that light at the end of the tunnel, right? That rainbow that comes after the storms. That's what I'm picking up on. I feel drawn to one more card. Like you've been through enough stuff already and there's about to be like some silver lining is what I'm picking up on. I like that a lot. Yeah. Those scales are balancing, baby. Angel of balance. I heard work-life balance. This is also time maybe to balance out your finances, really go through your stuff and look at, how you're spending your money maybe. The garden and the gate is here again. And blossom abundance. I like it. Ooh, the word of romance. How is that for a nice little segue? Because that's the next thing we're gonna look into. That's funny. Yeah, that's actually the next thing. So yeah, that is like the overall forecast for the month, right? The general consensus of what's going on, but we're gonna dive a little bit deeper and see other things as well. So we're gonna now look into the love portion of this reading. Now keep in mind, because like I said, this is a general message. Some of you guys might not be involved at all with anyone or loosely involved or whatever. Everybody's got different things going on, right? So just take the messages as they resonate. If, love is not really on the brain at all, like, you could just watch for, fun. But, you know, you'll know if it's your story or not. If the narrative fits what you've got going on in your life. So when I split the deck, we've got engagement ring, higher commitment, eternity, partnership, union, completion, along with camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, and perception. So somebody could be reminiscing, thinking about you guys. You might have had a higher level of commitment with this person. The fact that it says that they're reminiscing, that's giving past energy more so than anything. Or you might be like on like a break or something, like, and that person's got you on their mind kind of thing. Let me know if any of that resonates. We shall see what Spirit has to say about it. A couple more shuffles. Cut down. Cutting out, yes, see, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So this is somebody who you're not talking to right now. For those of you who end up resonating with this part of the message, you are in separation from this person. Sunglasses. They're watching though. They are watching you. Private eyes. They're watching you. They see your every move. You chose yourself. Healthy choices, self-love and self-care, being happier and love and life. So you're loving life right now. You're living your best life. You are doing fine without whoever this person is, and doing your own thing, in a good place while they're watching you and lurking and stalking and being weird. Like, get over yourself. That's better. Get over yourself. Um, Mask. Hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight, and personify. So this person could have wore a should I say false mask? Well, I heard the word fast. A false mask within the connection, and that could be what led to the ending or the separation or whatever. Now they're about to start coming in chasing. They wanted to go hide in who they really were, and now they're like, I just heard kiss your ass goodbye. We have a blowing kiss. It says unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. This is what you thought they were going to provide, and they did not provide that. Yep, and this ended up being a karmic. So, for those of you who are in separation, if you're resonating with this, they're like, yeah, no. But this person might try to come back around. I mean, we are in that retrograde. So that's some energy that has been very prominent. Like, every time I watch a reading, it seems like that. I'm not even talking about readers who, like, blow smoke up your ass. Because there's the ones that be like, oh, your past person is coming back to you. They love you so much. It's like, bitch. They be just saying anything just to get clicks. Clean this reading. It's like, those are the readers I'm not going to hold you. I don't like those kind of readers. Because they will sell you a hope and a fucking dream, especially if they know that there's a chance that you're going to go and get a reading with them to make money. Tell you everything you want to hear. No, we don't do that shit around here. We're going to tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. So for the person who's a karmic, I'm going to tell you in a heartbeat. If it's somebody who could possibly rebuild with, I'll tell you that too. But this person doesn't look like that person to me. Again, we have healthy choices here. So you chose yourself. You said, fuck that. You're like, yeah. I'm getting the sex was probably good. And that probably was the reason why, it went anywhere in the first place. With the seduction card. Definitely giving like hookup energy. You chose yourself now. realizing that that's not the connection that you want. Ren, what are you doing, bro? I'm gonna kill her. Just joking. Yeah, karmic relationship. I'm getting for some of you the lesson that you needed to learn was like the difference between like true like intimacy and love and all that stuff versus just for those who end up resonating versus just that hookup kind of energy. Being able to decipher the difference, because like if it's just lust and not actually love, it's not gonna work. I think you guys had to see that for what it really was. That's what I'm picking up on. Yep, like again, they're gonna be watching you, and they are watching you. There could have been a third party involvement as well for some of you who end up resonating with this. All right, let's see. Let's get like 2 more from here. Yeah. You thought it was a higher level of commitment. They might even, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been seeing this pop up a lot on readings as well too. People might be trying to come back and spin the block and like really try to get you back, and might even come in with like an actual engagement. But the thing is, this is what I would call a hush hush ring. It's because they didn't provide for you what you needed before. So now that you've moved on or you're in the process of moving on from them, they don't like it. They don't want to see you happy without them. So they're like, ooh, how can I get them back? I know what to do now. I'm going to give them a hush hush ring just so that it satisfies them. Ren, she's driving me nuts. Sword and Rose. It says clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection, determination here on the bottom. Maybe they're realizing now, damn, I had something good and I fucked it up. Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation. Struck by love. I feel like you guys are in the midst of also making room for the right person. After you realize that this shit is not what it is. Yeah. In the middle of the deck we have old school. It says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Like you had to learn and get that sense of clarity that this was not what you wanted, and this is not even what you want in a higher level commitment anyway. So like no hush hush rings, no trying to sell me a hope and a dream because you want me now because you see that I am moving on without you type shit. Yeah, I'm getting that you guys are like you're smarter than that. You know what I mean? Gotta be quicker than that. Let's get one more from here. Yeah, so I think this is just kind of like a little bit of a warning. They're just letting you know, hey, by the way, they're going to try to spin the block. Shocker. Like I said, it's the retrograde, so that's very common during this kind of time, these phases. We have self-indulgence here, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. You're pouring into yourself. You're pouring into yourself. You're committing to yourself. You're not worried about this person, which is good. Yeah, you're doing the inner work of mirror here. Taking that deeper look into yourself and understanding, you know, what this relationship, the point that it served, the purpose that it served. Every relationship, has a purpose. Not necessarily good or bad, but it's just something that we need to, to learn. You might have had to learn that this person was a narcissist. You might have had to learn pattern recognition. You might have had to learn pattern recognition when it comes to what to look for in terms of red flags. Maybe you ignored a bunch of red flags, and now you're like, now I will know. I will be privy to this shit if it were to happen again. But yes, it it's a cycle, right? You're still in that sense of processing things and learning, and there's nothing wrong with that. The key is just being able to, acknowledge the fact that you don't want nor need for this type of energy to be in your space anymore. And that's the most important thing. That's what I'm picking up on. Hey Sonia, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome, welcome. Alright, see, look, wedding. For some of you who are married to this person, want to try to rekindle the romance, and it's like, you know, it's given like After the Love Has Gone by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Something happened along the way, and yesterday was all we had, and oh, after the love is gone, how could you leave me on? Now let me stand around. But look what's about to possibly happen in the near future for some. A real soulmate comes in. There's a reason why I felt drawn to these cards. I haven't used these in a while. I don't use them that much. This was one of my first like love decks though, because like when I first started watching tarot, I felt like all the readers had these. So I was like, I'm like, oh, I need those in my life. So I got these, and the very first tarot deck that I got was the Modern Witch Tarot. Oh yes, and that song is actually my favorite song ever. You would think it would be a Michael Jackson song, but believe it or not, it's not. Um, Look, when you learn how to love yourself first, you welcome in true love, real love, real love. I'm searching for a real love. Get to welcome that in. I like it. Okay. Like, eat this. You have to watch this. Let's get like maybe 3 from here, Spirit. I ain't gonna get too crazy. Heart to heart conversation. Oh, thanks, Sonia. I appreciate it. I just be playing. I just be playing. But yeah, there might be a heart to heart conversation that has to happen soon. And it could help heal something. What I'm kind of getting is, for some, not all, I am getting that like there could be this conversation that will be had with said person. And with that said, I'm kind of picking up on one of the best ways to move on, for some, not all, will be just having that conversation of closure and putting it out there like, hey, I am officially done and I'm not doing this. And understanding that that's okay. You know, now some of you guys are like, nah, I'm 100% fine and I don't want to have a conversation, and that's also okay. But for some of you, you might feel like having a heart to heart conversation will kind of help you work on your healing process, just to be able to, you know, dead the whole situation. You know, I don't hate you, I don't resent you, none of that, but I don't want you in my life either, and cut those ties completely. Not everybody's, you know, mature enough to handle those kind of conversations, unfortunately. So, um, you know, and I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about maybe the person that, let's say, if you wanted to have that conversation, they might not be ready for that. So, some of you guys might be having a flirty conversation with somebody else, though. I like it. Maybe going out on some dates soon. Very soon, as I say soon. Very soon in the middle of the deck. We have Carmen. Hi, Carmen. How are you? And you're not bothering me at all, my love. How are you? I am not doing any free personals right now. This is just a collective message at this time. If you would like to stay around, I would love that. I would appreciate it. But if this isn't your, you know, your thing, perfectly understandable too. Right now we're on like the love portion of the July predictions. So if you want to stay around, you can. But if not, again, totally understandable. Not gonna force nobody to stay. Children. For some people, children are involved? Question mark. Maybe that's why we saw like the happy family part. I'm also getting that maybe for others. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? What? Could there be somebody from the past trying to come back, and not this person that you're like f that, not that person, but maybe somebody else? Question mark for some. What the heck? You might. I'm getting. You might have known this person for a long time. I'm not getting that there's like an actual kid involved. I'm getting like. Let's look into that some more, because look, we have reconciliation here on the bottom. Oh, thanks, Carmen. Like I said, I hope you decide to stick around. Like, if it's not your reading, I totally understand. But it would be great if you did decide to stick around. But yeah, it's like, again, that love yourself first is here in the middle of the deck. Reconciliation, what? And let go of control issues. So let's look into that children card a little bit more. What I'm getting, this could be like somebody like a little bit more, distant past for some that, maybe very well. It's giving like a childlike fun energy. That's what I'm getting. I wouldn't be shocked if the playfulness card would show up. Like somebody who have fun with and have a good vibe with. Like maybe going out to hang out with each other. Let your friends help you. Maybe they're a friend. What is this? Do you have a friend who you have a crush on or something? Let me know in the comments. There's a lot of passion there. It could be a fire sign. Honeymoon. It's given like somebody who can have fun with, but you know this person already. What's up with that? Let me know in the comments if that resonates. Making room for the next person, but it could be somebody from the past. I do feel like, some people are like, oh no, let the past be the past. I actually feel it depends. If you know somebody's like super toxic, nah, fuck that. But like people who actually like grow and you still keep them around for a reason. You never know what can happen. Um, so just saying, it could be a friend who you have a strong bond with, or you already dated and remained friends. I'm getting something like that. Let me know that resonates for somebody. That's somebody's story. Um, we do have pay attention to red flags, so just be mindful, of knowing the difference, right? Because you don't want to repeat patterns. That's what Spirit is saying. Yeah, take your time, get to know each other. Make sure that you guys are in alignment when it comes to your belief systems and things like that with this religious factors card. Yeah, because you don't want somebody who's coming in deceptive. So just making sure, right? And last message from this deck. Interesting. The plot thickens. This is like, those little stupid ass freaking things that pop up on Facebook all of a sudden now. You know, the daily reels and all that stuff, like the little love stories and stuff. Oh god, I got suckered into those a couple of times. I'm like, what the hell am I doing watching this shit? The acting is terrible, the writing's terrible, but it's like, it's like Tubi, but like in the form of an app on your phone. Passion is here again. Now again, we did talk about being a little bit mindful of the passion part because we did get that energy earlier of, maybe making some romantic choices based off of solely that. Yeah, you deserve love. Ooh, and then with them holding up, yeah, there could be a person in your life, whether it's a past person or somebody coming towards you, or you might be, somebody might be a Sagittarius. Let me know if that resonates at all. Keep an open mind is here on the top. Interesting. And you deserve love, or sorry, love yourself first. There's the deserve love part, but that's not what that was. Interesting. So now let's look a little bit more into it. We're gonna read from the Truth Oracle that I found under my altar that I hadn't seen in months. So we do have mm, confirmation of some of the stuff we saw earlier. I was saying this is definitely a karmic and all that. And yeah, I was saying that the laws could be involved or something like that because I was picking up on maybe some of you guys might have been married to this person, so you might be going through this now. But we do have law here, and it says lawyer, judge, and police. So we have affairs, mistress, and third party. So for some of you, if you had if you're married to this person, you're maybe in the process of a divorce, and it could have been due to third party interference. The other thing I'm picking up on is this was a karmic relationship, and you had to learn the importance of recognizing patterns of infidelity in the relationship. I'm getting two different messages with that. Alright, so let's shuffle a few times, and then we're going to pull maybe 3 cards from here. And then maybe we'll pull like a few tarot cards just to get a little more insight, and then move on to the career and finance portion of the reading. Hopefully you guys are resonating with this message. And even if you're not resonating, because I know not everybody's, dealing with, love. Some people are You know, in happy relationships, some people, you know, aren't dating or anything at all. But you never know. You know what I mean? There could still be something here that's important for you to see, or it could just be something, you know, to watch for a little bit of entertainment purposes. And so we get to the current finance part. So if you guys want to stick around, I would love that. All right, so we have a photograph here, and it says photo memory souvenir card. And I was able to see a card a little while ago that was talking about this person reminisces about you. I'm hearing like Mary J. Blige right now. That song, I kept hearing it. Guys, I didn't go to bed till like 3. I mean, not 3. No, I wish it was 3 o'clock this morning. I didn't go to bed until like 6 this morning. I'm even right now, I'm fucking exhausted. I'm so tired. I didn't go to bed till like 6 in the morning. I could not sleep. And then that fucking song kept on like sticking in my head like a fucking reel and kept rewinding. I'm like, so somebody is reminiscing. Maybe that's why Spirit was like, oh, yeah, we're doing this reading today. And I'm like, okay, fine, well, let's roll with it, because I didn't know what I was going to read about. I was like, I'm just going to rock with it. And then they told me, up, predictions for July. And they were like, and you definitely are going to do love. You're going to pick these decks. And I'm like, okay, say less. I don't pick it myself. I let Spirit do it. But, like, someone's definitely interesting. Some of you guys might have a really strong connection with your pet. What is it saying? Oh, she's right here. Now she's quiet, little butthead. But yeah, or maybe there's somebody, you know, in terms of love, who they have a pet, strong connection with an animal. It could be you. Snake. Oh boy, snake. He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh. He's been telling lies. Lie, poison, and fertility. Interesting. The lies just keep on growing with this person. They can't even keep up with their lies after a while, is what I'm picking up on. But they're watching you, though. They're fucking watching. I'm picking up on a message. For those of you who have a pet, your pet probably didn't like this person. Let's say you have a dog. Every time this person would come around, they would bark. They see this person all the time, but they would bark. Or if you have a cat, they would hiss at them. Maybe scratch them, pee on their clothes. I just heard and saw that, like a whole, like treating their clothes like a fucking litter box. I just saw and heard that. Let me know in the comments. Because our animals, they recognize that shit. So if like somebody is not a good person, they know. They pick up on that shit real quick. Same thing with children. They know. All right. So let's get like maybe 3 from here, Spirit. So we got that mirror energy twice, 2 different decks. But so we have key. It says key people, core of the problem, and pass. You had to open up that gate that we were talking about, right? That gate to your overall happiness and contentment. There were people who, you know, kind of were like an impasse that kind of kept you stuck, confirmation. And you realized, nah, I can't, I can't stay stuck in this situation. I have the key to my happiness and my successes. I can't stay there. I can't stay there. Came out along with mirror. Reflection, reference, distinguish, and appearance. Definitely giving that energy of reflecting back, right? Realizing, you know what? Why am I staying with people or situations or within situations where I know I'm not happy? Yeah, it's time to throw that shit out. It's trash. Trash that shit. Waste, worthless. Why stay where you're not happy? Oh God, uninvited guests. Surprise, accident, big change, and moment of decision. You're like, as you're realizing, yeah, I'm good on that. There's this person who you're throwing to the side that they might try to come back unannounced. I will say this: if they have a key to your house or your apartment, be careful with that. You want to get your locks changed. This person doesn't seem like they might be a little unhinged. Is what I'm picking up on. Not trying to scare you, but when Spirit is telling me to, you know, make sure I put something out there, you know, seems important. Yeah, we have sorry here. The unspoken apology, eternal regret. Yeah, they're living in regret right now. So just be mindful, because I am definitely getting like stalker vibes, and not to be funny. I watch too many crime shows and stuff like that, and documentaries and stuff like that of crazy people who are completely unhinged and do some crazy things to get a person back. I don't want to hear any of you guys being in that position. I myself had to get a restraining order a long time ago, um, when I ended an engagement. He would like come to my job. He would hide. Like I used to walk home because my house at the time was only like maybe 3 blocks away. So I would walk home from my second job, which at the time was my full time. And there was a dumpster there along the way. He would hide behind the dumpster and like jump out and like talk to me, crying, like just talk to me, blah blah, like weird. I had more than one crazy ex, but that shit was scary because he would come from a whole different town. Like he would drive 45 minutes to come and do that shit. And I told him, you can't keep doing this. And you're scaring me. Please stop because this is not helping at all. Like I'm not gonna be with you when you're doing shit like this. So I had to get a restraining order. He left me alone after that. But thankfully, yeah, breakup. This is somebody who you already, ended things with. So just be mindful. Yeah. You had to gain some wisdom from this. Apple. You had to, gain some wisdom. And you learned a lot from this. Yeah, but again, they might try to come back around. Just be careful. I don't trust this person. Yeah. Shadow. The other side coexist and reverse side. Let's get 2 more from here, Spirit. Yeah, it's not fun at all, Sonia. It's not. It's scary because like people are crazy. Like, and the thing is, like, we don't always see it. When, like, the thing is this, like, sometimes we see stuff, like possession or possessiveness, I should say, and we don't really think anything of it. We're like, oh, that's cute. They really must love me. Like, no, they're fucking crazy. Like, and entitled on top of all of it too. It's like, bro, like, what's wrong with you? And they don't want to see you happy without them. Yeah, as I say, they don't want to see you happy. Sunset. Um, it says, yeah, memories, wrench. Reading this intuitively, because it says lost loved one. That's weird. Memories, elder, nightfalls. I'm wondering if they're trying to say that you're protected. We did get some sense of protection earlier. Maybe you're protected against this kind of energy by a passed on loved one. Maybe that's what they're trying to say. Mystery. It says unknown, puzzle, illusion, and confusion. But I'm also getting this energy of, again, reading it intuitively, I'm getting this energy of like, you're in a happy space and you are protected regardless. Like, they can't come in and disturb that. Ooh. But something, mystery is in the air. Don't you feel the magic? The mystery's in the air. Let's go down to Lover's Lane with the love we share. Make the time tonight. Feeling is so. I'm saying this fucking song has been stuck in my head for hours. I'm definitely hearing "Reminisce" by Mary J. Blige, and this is the totally different situation now. We're not talking about this crazy person. We're talking about somebody else. It says encounter. You might have met this winter might be important to somebody when it comes to this other person. Either they have like a winter birthday, and I did say something about Sagittarius earlier. They either have a winter birthday or you do, or something about the winter is important. Like you met this person or something's going to happen this winter, question mark. Interesting. But it says meet by chance, love at first sight, and crush. So this is somebody who you might have been crushing on, or they're crushing on you. And, maybe those lines are a little bit blurred with this other person. You're like, we were just friends. Like, what the hell's going on here? A little bit confused. But look, hope, wish, expect, and desire. What? Damn, the plot thickens. One more from here. It's not nosy. Yeah, somebody else wants to come in and say sorry. I'm telling you, it's like this sorry ass person. They want to try to come in when they see you're happy, and it's like, yeah, no. You have taboo, limit, crime, forbidden love, and curiosity. Interesting. Silence. Keep silent, coercion, and hint. Hmm. Yeah, they're moving in silence is what I'm getting. And they maybe are telling you to move in silence too. Yeah, they want to reconcile. They're trying to figure out how to come back towards you. But I don't like that other person. No, thank you. Like there's that person who I think you already know them. Either you guys are, like I said, either you dated already and you're like friends or something, you're cool, or they're just a friend right now, but you've known them for a long ass time and they've been plotting on your ass. So, just saying. There's more than one narrative going on here, and I kind of like the other person. Hmm. Sometimes the best relationships start off as friendships. Just saying. All right, let's get some confessions from this person. Hmm. Let's get some confessions. Let's just do like maybe 3. I am not over you. It's pretty clear. Top of the deck. You didn't see my tears. Oh, look at that. Woe is me. You're crying over me, but yet you were doing some bullshit. Okay. Now I don't want to know. It's like they might suspect that you're seeing another person already. And for all they know, you might be getting ready to very soon. Just saying. All right. Let's get like 3. Do I still have a chance? The audacity. I want to start over. I can't reach out. Yeah, see, remember I said I'm getting like this moving in silence kind of thing. They're plotting right now. They're in the plotting stage. Like, I feel like they also, again, the audacity of this person, the balls on this guy, um, or this person. Like, I honestly think that in their mind, they're like, they didn't expect for you to move on. So when they start seeing or suspecting, especially when they're watching your social media and stuff, they might start watching things and be like, I know this motherfucker, this bitch didn't go on a date. I know they're not talking to another person. They're gonna start looking at the people who are commenting on your stuff. I can see it. I see this person reeling, going crazy doing this shit, checking like who new people are who are like liking all your stuff. Like, oh, I never saw them liking their stuff before. Like I'm seeing it. I went through it before, so I'm seeing that very very clearly for somebody else. No, thank you. I wonder how you feel. So they wonder if you feel the same way that they do, and the answer is no. No, thank you. You broke my heart. Audacity, I'm telling you. Again, the ball's on this person. I'm not financially stable. They might try to, I'm getting homosexual. Like, they might try to come back because they don't got a fucking place to stay. You don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of is what I'm getting. Um, I don't want to let you go. You might have like a soul tie to this person. I will say you'll kind of know, like you'll feel that energy, and if like you feel them tugging on you, you'll like literally lose sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, having weird dreams about a person, and you're like, I don't want nothing to do with that person. Why the hell am I having dreams about them? Stuff like that. So you'll kind of feel it. They'll randomly pop in your head, and you're like, I don't want nothing to do with this person. Why are they popping in my head? Like, I'm not in denial about how I feel about that person. I don't want them. Why are they popping up in my head? There could be a soul tie. So you can literally, cut that cord on your own. But be careful, like with practitioners who say, oh yeah, this soul tie, and I'm gonna for $100 I'll cut the cord for you. You could do it yourself. You could buy the stuff yourself for less than $20 and do it at home. As long as you set your intentions, that's all that matters. You can even do it in the form of a spiritual bath and stuff like that. It doesn't cost that much. You could do it yourself. Um, yeah, I don't know how to feel. They're even confused about their own feelings. They're fucking weird. I don't like them. No, thank you. I trusted you. Like, okay, I trusted you too, and you did some bullshit. We have somebody saying you inspire me, though. That could be the other person creeping into the reading. That happens sometimes. Interesting. I am patiently waiting. What? So I don't know if that's the crazy ex or if that's the other person. Could be a mix of both. Do I feel inclined to do a quick little? I don't think I need to be honest. I was gonna look into the tarot, but I don't think. I think we got the gist of what was going on with that. More than enough information about what's happening there. Yeah, so we're gonna look into the career and finance portion, and then get some last messages from spirit to close out, and that'll be it. All right, so we're gonna start with the green money deck over here. One second, guys. Sorry about that. My brother was asking me, hey, he's like knocking on the side of the thing. He's like, did you hear the door at all? I'm like, what? It's like, oh, I had an order coming in, and it wasn't out there, so I'm like, I don't know. All right, so when it comes to career and finance, when I split this deck here, we have transporter. So I am getting this energy of like moving forward. Some of you guys might start traveling for work or move for work. And we have the rebel. You're a trailblazer. You're meant to do things very, very different. So, going against the grain a little bit, doing things differently. There are some options getting ready to come towards you possibly, where it's going to allow for you to really hone in on your ability to, do things a little bit unorthodox. And people are going to actually appreciate what you do. Yeah, you've been manifesting this. We talked about manifestations earlier too, didn't we? We did see that career and finance was going to be a very prominent part of the month of July for a lot of you guys. So now we're going to get to dive into that. The artist. Some of you guys might be artsy folks. I'm also kind of getting this energy of maybe, as I'm looking at this, like creating like websites. Let me know if that resonates. Some of you guys might do stuff like that, build websites and stuff for people, or thinking about doing it. Let me know if that resonates at all. Money manager. Here on the top. So managing your money is going to be very important at this time. Yeah, and no more settling. We're in the middle of the deck. You're not settling anymore. I am kind of getting, especially with that energy of like going against the grain, I'm kind of picking up on, especially like with that artist energy and stuff. And this is interesting because we just did a reading a few nights ago where there was a very similar energy to that. Like, not doing the typical 9 to 5 anymore. Actually doing something that, kind of really feeds the soul, if that makes any sense. Again, that's not going to be for everybody, but I am picking up on that for someone. So maybe taking your art to the next level and saying, I want to be a full-time artist. I want to be a full-time photographer, whatever. Full-time writer, so on and so forth. Rather than just relying, on the typical 9 to 5. Getting bored with that. We do have work smart, so just making decisions that are wise, right? And we did talk about that too. Calculated movements, not just doing stuff willy-nilly. Yeah, but new money is coming through. I like that. Nice. And we saw that energy show up earlier too. Yeah, easy does it. Slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Take your time. And we saw that patience card earlier. Yeah. So again, don't go making rash decisions, but do things that you are passionate about too, if that makes any sense, right? Find that nice happy balance between the two. Like I know, for instance, I would love to quit my second job so that I can have my actual side hustle, like my real side hustle slash job, be doing readings professionally, um, and just rock with that because I hate working at that store now. I can't. I haven't liked working there in a very long time, years in fact. So yeah. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your subscription and thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate that. I really hope that the messages were resonating. And I'm happy that you decided to stick around and subscribe. Hopefully, you other lovely people do the same. Would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, you have a great night too, my love. I might pop in tomorrow. We shall see. After I get out of work, because I go back to work with my kiddos at the school. I'm not ready. I was off for a couple of weeks. I'm like, oh, that 2 weeks went so fast. I'm like, oh. But I do love my students and I do miss them a little bit. More than a little bit. Because I know when I see them, I'll be like, oh, my babies. I missed you guys so much. But whatever from me is like, oh, the break was not fast. I mean, it was not long enough. It was so fast. But anywho. Alright, let's get more. Yes. New money, new money, new money, baby. I like it. Creating new opportunities. I like that. And for those of you, if let's say you have to kind of stick to your 9 to 5, I get it, right? Um, but there could still be something that you would like to do on the side that will bring in more money as well. And they want you to actually visit that idea, whatever that is, you know, map it out, is what I just heard. Map it out. Like really do some fine tuning and think about how it is you would like to, make that happen. Yeah. And this is something that, can be very, very, and we talked about this, it's all coming back full circle. um, emotions could be in there, right? Because we're getting like head over heart, but it's like the thing is like your emotions are important to an extent, right? Right. So we don't want to do things that are just so pragmatic all the time. We want to make sure that the things that we do in terms of our career it sits well within our spirit and our heart. Um, but at the same time, we have to, you know, find that balance. So just balancing head over heart. You know what I mean? Make sure that, you definitely plan it out. Don't just go all willy nilly. As a Sagittarius, I have done that on more than one occasion and bit myself on the butt. So it's like, making sure that you're mindful of that. Yeah, work in silence is here on the top as a channeled message. That's important. Um, Maybe there's certain people in your, this is what I'm hearing, like maybe there are certain people in your space who you hold close to you who will try to deter you from actually doing whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, like you're not gonna make any money doing that, kind of shooting you down a little bit. I'm getting that. Don't let them. Yeah. So again, you don't want to make decisions all willy nilly because you don't want to be in an unstable place either, right? So it's like that meeting in the middle kind of vibe. Let's get maybe one or two more from here, then I have another career deck as well that we can pull from. The Rebel keeps coming out. Officially on the spread now, though. You guys are trailblazers, man. You're meant to do things different. You're meant to go against the grain. Yeah. And guess what? We saw unstable and now we see stable. So, excuse me. There's something that it might be something with your voice, something with, and we did pick up on the arts, right? So maybe some of you guys like to do like poetry and spoken word, singers, songwriters. I'm picking up on something like that, and other forms of the arts as well. But it's about creative self-expression. I'm picking up on, yeah, and it's gonna allow for a sense of comfortability. But it's about planning it. Take steps in the right direction. Don't just say, oh, I'm just going to quit my job. Some people have done that and been successful, but let's be realistic. How often does that happen, right? Doesn't usually work out that well. So it's okay to take your talents and be like, okay, well, I would like to do X, Y, and Z. Sit down and come up with a master plan of how you're going to achieve it. Set goals. So what is the ultimate goal? Cool. And incrementally is what I'm picking up on. Incrementally moving up from there. So make steps. You know what I mean? I want to make this amount of money doing this, blah, 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 blah. Or I want to, I did hear this just now. Maybe taking on like a course or something like that when it comes to something that you're interested in. Interesting. Yeah. Again, you go from that sense of being unstable to stable. Interesting. One more from here, Spirit. If these messages are resonating and you're new to the channel, haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Notification bell as well so you know when I'm on. I do free readings on here. Not often, but when I do, I go on for about 5 or 6 hours and I make sure I, read for each person that makes it on the list. And my readings are not quick little, 3-minute readings. Like my readings are like for each person easily about 10, 15 minutes, sometimes longer. So you get practically like a whole ass reading um, for free. So yeah, definitely check your girl out. I would greatly appreciate it. Um, we have mistakes here. We make mistakes sometimes when it comes to our career and finances, right? And that's why moving smart is going to be really important so that you don't go just, doing stuff again, all willy-nilly. You're going to hear me say that a lot. But yes, you got to set the goals first, right? And then go from there. I think some of you guys, are meant to help other people in some kind of capacity. Maybe your gifts are meant to help other people, especially like if you're an artist or something. The arts are healing, in my personal opinion. Music, I use it as a way to heal all the time. I love poetry. I love going to like art galleries and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I also am getting like a DJ too. Being able to like do something like that, like setting the tone at like a nice establishment and stuff, that's sticking out for me a little bit. Yeah, but it's something that something about what it is that you do that will you know definitely, yeah, it'll bring you to the next level, and you can be your own boss as you help other people and have fun. Like it literally says fun on her shirt. You'll have fun doing this. And right underneath that we have next level. Be a boss. Oh, I like that. Your own boss, right? So things might feel a little bit stuck right now, or things might end up being slow moving, but that's why planning ahead is going to be important. You can't just, say, I'm just gonna quit my job. Like, no, don't do that. You know what I mean? Where it's like, don't do that, okay? Do not make rash decisions. Like, incremental. Set an ultimate goal and then set milestones that allow you to get to that goal, right? Again, like I would love to, just read on the side because I'm a teacher or an assistant teacher, and I love what I do. But I'm tired of working at my second job, which is a liquor store. I've been there since I was 23 years old when I started working there. I've been there for almost 20 years, 17 this year. And I'm just like, I am tired of that fucking place. I don't want to be there anymore. I'm tired of it. So it's like, but I also am well aware that, I have to make those extra ends meet. Teachers don't make much money. Even in Connecticut, we don't make shit. So it's like, we just don't. So I kept my second job, you know, for a long time. I've been working both jobs now for what, 7 years? Yeah, I've been working both jobs for 7 years. So it's like, I gotta do what I gotta do to make ends meet. So I'm getting that a lot of you guys may feel very similar to that. Yeah, just understand certain things are just, in the moment, short term. It's not meant to last forever, right? Find that sense of courage and strength within yourself. We got Leo season coming up, right? I don't think we're in Leo season just yet. I don't think. But it's coming. Yeah, so something might happen in Leo season for some of you. I am picking up on that. That or you have Leo in your chart. We did pick up on fire energy earlier, so that could be a possibility for somebody. Let me know if that resonates at all. But it could just also just be saying, like, finding that sense of courage within yourself, right? That willpower to, push yourself and propel yourself forward in that new direction. even with the fears and anxieties and stuff like that. As long as you plan accordingly, not just doing shit all willy nilly. Not doing that. Yeah. A new, yeah, look at this. We have new life. It says, you may, and there was another card that looked very similar to this. Let's see if I can find it. Probably not, right? When I'm looking for it, I'm not gonna be able to find it. Of course not. But there was one like that had like a little seed thing growing, and now this one's like a bigger one. But it says, you may get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to an old job. You may also get a tempting job offer or a new place. So we talked about a lot of that earlier in the reading. Now we do have right underneath that we have taking steps. I'm getting taking risks, and it's in the reverse for a reason. Calculated risk taking is what I'm getting with that. Yeah, be flexible. Be very flexible. Do that inner work. Tap into your spiritual side a little bit as you allow for the Most High to help guide you. We talked about that earlier too. Some of you might benefit from doing like a some rituals and things like that. Like you, and again, for free, you can do it at home. Light some green candles and stuff like that, and dress your candles and manifest that way. You could work with the moon cycles. We just had the strawberry moon. What was it, yesterday? So it's like, there's a lot of things that you can do to kind of, bring in success and whatnot when it comes to your career and finance. All right, so let's get like 3 from here, Spirit. And then we'll do some last messages directly from Spirit when it comes to just what you guys need to know, what you need to look out for, and how to get a little bit of clarification on those circumstances. Shedding, letting things go, right? You've outgrown things, so now it's time to release and shed that shit. It's funny because we have saving face here. You know, I'm getting like don't burn bridges. You know what I mean? As you walk away from the stuff that doesn't serve anymore. We have more than one card with like a mask too, by the way. Sometimes again it's given like that moving in silence kind of thing. It's like you kind of have to. It's giving like 7 of Swords vibes, but without like it being about deception. It's just about the fact that you're moving in silence towards what is better for you at this time. And you know that the stuff that you've got going on right now is not the best for you. You're not happy where you are in your finances or in your career, where you work, right? It's time to find the thing that does match with, where you are, where you're headed, right? It's time to shine. It's your time. There are talents and things that you're meant to bring to the table that will not only again help other people but also allows for a sense of lucrativeness too, is what I'm picking up on. Let's get a couple more from here, Spirit. Yeah, illumination. I'm gonna read this one. I feel inclined to do so. Something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lends a helping hand. So there's a path being lit, and we talked about that with the the Door to Spirit card earlier, and the Temple path. You're being guided, right, in the right direction. Yeah, building positive relationships with people. Networking is what I'm getting to. Yeah, remember I said something about this could be a time to maybe do some ritual work type of stuff. We're offering here, reading this intuitively. This could be a good time to go to your create an altar if you have never done so before. Create an altar. I've been sitting down the same way too long. Sorry. I'm okay. Are you okay? Little butt head. Yeah. I'm okay. Um, love you, mama. Um, But yes, so I am getting a couple messages with that one, like making like an offering when it comes to like doing like a ritual for attracting money and successful career opportunities, as well as there could be offerings coming towards you, but just being mindful of those opportunities too, right? But these are things that could help you, progress. 7-Eleven, when I look up, we have 7 people. It just changes, of course, when I started to say it. I mean, I'm happy somebody else liked the video, but don't take your like back or anything like that. But yeah, we had 7 people and 11 likes at the time, right when I was about to say something about it. So yeah, 7-Eleven. Luck and good fortune is on your side. Wrench. Excuse me. Let's get one more from here, Spirit. Authority. Nice. Now, see, again, reading it out, intuitively. Ren, please, mama. Um, I'm getting bossing up energy. I mean, this year, that card that said be a boss, right? So I'm getting 2 messages. I'm getting one, what I'm picking up on intuitively, especially as she's wearing like a crown, like bossing up. You are about to boss up. I think that a lot of you guys are meant to be your own boss, to be honest with you. And it's just a matter of, again, sitting down and, putting it all together. That's one of the things I'm picking up on. But the other thing I'm picking up on too is you might end up having issues with a boss. So let's read what it says, or like with authority figures. It says clashes with the boss or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose a peaceful solution if you can. So, again, saving face, right? Making sure that you're, still amicable. But if somebody tries to play in your face, you got to make sure you stand in your authority too. It's given like 7 of Wands energy. Like, yeah, people will try to play in your face when it comes to like, trying to, you know, branch out or, utilize your talents in a different way and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? Leveling up. I'm like, I know I'm really good at my job. Can I get a raise? Like that kind of thing. And it's like, they might try to play in your face, is what I'm getting. So you're going to have to stand up for yourself and be like, nah, I'm good on that. Something is unfolding though here on the bottom of the deck. What does it say? Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. Slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. Yes, definitely learning, right? Learning lessons, learning the things and people that you don't want to have around you, whether it's a job or whatever, which is might come true. Yeah. But, there are things that are happening outside of, what it is that you can do. And that's why being, cautious is gonna be important. Because when those external factors kind of, you know, make things wishy-washy, it's one of those things where you got to be just cautious and mindful is what I'm picking up on. I am picking up on this idea that I feel inclined to read from the tarot. We're going to keep it like a 3-card spread. We're not going to go too crazy with that. And then we're going to get some messages from Spirit to close out. Just as like some advice and stuff like that from Spirit for this month. And then that will be the end of the reading. But before I even do anything, I didn't split the deck or anything, but we have the Page of Pentacles, which is definitely talking about, good news in terms of money matters. So raises and things like that. But I am also getting that there's going to be the choices on your end, the Lovers. So, yeah. Those burdens are about to be over. Been holding on to a lot of things for a long ass time, but something's about to happen. Something's about to shift and change. I am getting, again, we talked about like that throat chakra energy earlier. So I do pick up on maybe this possibility of you guys having to kind of speak up for yourself a little bit and say, look, I need to see, you know, compensation for the work that I do. I'm getting something like that. Either a raise or a promotion. Like if they've looked over you a lot of times and stuff like that. Yeah. And if they don't see what they got in front of them, fuck them. Just like in a regular ass relationship, right? They don't see what they got in front of them. Okay, bet. Watch this. Move on. be quick to cut a nigga off. You know what I mean? Right, a couple more shuffles, and we'll do like a little 3-card spread. Not too crazy. Two of Cups, partnerships. Partnerships, partnering up with the right people, right? Not staying in circumstances that no longer serve. You know, you pour into my cup, I pour into yours. Yeah. Because it's been an imbalance with that. These motherfuckers are stingy wherever you're working at currently. Six of Pentacles in the reverse on the top of the deck. Like, yeah, these are some stingy motherfuckers. And I'm getting that you guys might have worked with this particular person or company or whatever for a long time. And that's why you're like, nah, I can't do it no more. It's time for me to level up. The Empress. Like, you know that you hold that sense of authority and power. And now it's time for you to actually hone in on that. Just saying. You can't be staying with people who don't treat you right. And that's in any relationship, right? Including work, you know. We always talk about, you know, love, love, love. Like, oh, they're cheating, they're doing this. Like, but what about career and finance and stuff like that? Let's think about the times when we stay at jobs and stuff. We have that relationship with people way longer than we should, and we don't get the treatment we deserve. I'm gonna say we, because I know that I could resonate with that. Being at my job for 17 years, I'm still making minimum wage. Make that make sense. And I trained the fucking owner at one point in time. Fuck out of here. I've trained other people too. Like, over the years. Like, please. Nigga, please. Alright, let's get on the recent past. Knight of Wands is here. So you might have went towards something with a lot of passion at one point, and maybe you actually cared about whatever it is you were doing at one point too. The number 4 might be significant for somebody. You might be seeing like 4 4 4 4 4 a lot. Might be a life path number 4. Let me know in the comments if that resonates. Oh, look at that. 4 of Cups on the bottom. I was picking up on 4. Something about that number. Very important right now. Yeah, I also have 10 of Cups again. I'm getting sold a hope and a dream. You went towards something, you thought it was gonna be great, and then now you're not happy there. Realizing, wow, I'm fucking miserable here. I don't like this. And that's the truth for someone. It's gonna be different for everybody. You know, some of you guys might actually like your job and are okay there, but what I'm getting is a lot of people are dissatisfied, and that's why they're thinking about branching out and doing something different. Ren, shh. My God. What's the current energy, Spirit? If you guys are new to the channel and haven't done so already, hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well, so you know when I'm on. I would greatly appreciate that. I've been on a lot more frequently as of lately, and I've also been doing like the free readings and stuff. So, you know, I want you guys to, you know, be in the loop when I do that. Alright, so the current energy is, you guys are shown up as an Empress again, officially on the spread now, along with the Page of Swords. So I think you guys are doing a lot of research, and we talked about that too. Research, right? You're not just doing stuff willy-nilly. You definitely are, you know, making calculated, risk-taking decisions here. But you do know that there's a decision to be made. Right now, it's just you're trying to make sure that you make a decision that's going to allow for growth, not stay stuck in your circumstances, because you know whatever the fuck whatever you got going on right now, that ain't it. There's not fair compensation for what you do. You are not getting a sense of work-life balance. And I said something about work-life balance earlier before we even really talked about anything. This was from the first deck that I pulled from, you know, an hour ago. So it's like, you know, understanding now, like, yeah, I need that sense of balance, right? I need recognition for the hard work that I put in with that 6 of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting like you guys work your asses off and you don't got nothing to fucking show for it. They do not pay you and compensate you properly at all. That's what I'm picking up on. Let's get the incoming energy or like the outcome spirit. Oof. You guys have a decision to make and you gotta get out of your head about it. All the swords and shit. No, thank you. We have two of swords, which we already saw. Decisions. You gotta see things for what it is and you gotta see it clear. You cannot sit here and stay confined and restricted in your own circumstances because you're creating this at this point by staying. If you decide to stay, that's on you. Nobody, you cannot blame anyone but yourself on that. And this is not me trying to shide you or anything like that. This is spirit saying, look, they need to hear this. They need that little spiritual ass with them real quick. Give you a little pow pow on the hand, you know. Yeah, they're like, you got to stand up for yourself. But I'm also getting stop being defensive, like I'm hearing making excuses, like, oh, but you know, this job, you know, I've been there for so long, or oh, but I really actually like what I do. Like, I'm hearing that kind of thing. I built all these great relationships with my coworkers. Okay, that's all fine and fucking dandy, but when you're not being treated well at your job, you're not being, my ear started ringing like a motherfucker on that one. Like, you're not being compensated for the work that you put in. Your talents are not being utilized in a way that they should be. So it limits your growth. No, it's time to move on. Chariot here on the top of the deck. It's time to move on. It's here in the middle. Yep. You can't let your emotions or your thoughts be the thing that dictate what you do. When I say thoughts, I mean over in the sense of overthinking, because this is definitely a head over heart decision. We said that already. Like, there's something that's really near and dear to your heart, but you're gonna have to actually like be pragmatic here on some Queen of Swords shit. Not wishy-washy with your thoughts, you know, or unstable with your thoughts. You have to actually make a decision. Spirit ain't playing with y'all, because you deserve more. Any last messages from the tarot spirit, and then we're gonna skip some last advice to close out, and that'll be the end of the reading. I do hope that you guys resonated with these messages. I know there's a lot going on, but I do hope that it resonated. Yeah, you can't live in regret, guys. Like, you know, we live and we learn. You know, oh, woe is me. I stayed at this job way longer than I should. Okay, fine, you did. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? Move on. Spirit wants you guys to move forward. New opportunities are going to present themselves when you do. Ace of Wands. That creative spark gets to come back. Yes, there were disappointments. You might be seeing the number 313 a lot. Yeah, you can't stay in that. No. Intuitively, you know. You know, there's that inner knowing, that deep inner knowing that you are not where you're meant to be, and you know it. So do something about it. Don't stay where you're not happy. It's time to go. It's time to branch out. It's time to go on, you know, new adventures, so to speak, when it comes to your career. Something that is worthwhile and that's going to, you know, bring you joy and also a sense of, you know, stability too at the same time. That's why planning is going to be important. So we do have power struggle in this other deck that I'm about to read from. You know, those dynamics that, you know, come through and we have to feel this, you know, push and pull. Yeah. But you shouldn't feel a push and pull in a true collaboration. When the pieces fit, they fit. So, and I mentioned, you know, this energy of, you know, collaboration and stuff like that before. Meeting up with the right people. And we have reconciliation here. That's interesting. Alright, so let's get like 3 from here. No, let's do 2. 2 from here and then 2 from the other deck, and then that'll be the end of the reading. And if you guys have been resonating with this message, that makes me very happy. Just make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell as well. Thank you, blessings, for being my moderator and doing what you do. You're amazing. I greatly appreciate you. Yeah, the fruits of your labor are about to start coming in. You've worked really, really hard. Like the sun ripening the crop. Some of you guys might live in Georgia or been thinking about moving to Georgia or have some type of ties to Georgia. Let me know in the comments. Um, your efforts have matured into tangible success. It is finally time to reap the rewards of all you so patiently and purposefully cultivated. Yes. That fruit of your labor is coming together. It's like Seven of Pentacles vibes. You worked hard at these things. Thank you, love. I love you. Gaining influence. You are gaining a platform, a following of individuals who are drawn to your message. And I said something about that throat chakra earlier. This influence is a powerful gift. Use it to inspire, uplift, and create meaningful change. Wow. Whatever it is that you're going to do or called to do, especially if like that thing about like the arts and stuff is important. My ear is ringing really crazy on that one. Those of you who have like these artistic abilities and things like that, or just abilities in general, gifts that you haven't really been able to utilize the way you would like, this is a time at this. They're. I know I said 2 from here, but I'm gonna get 3. They're saying, look, this is a time to really use it to do something positive. Yeah, losing battle. Yeah, once you start to realize there's, like, at her singing ship, once you start to realize there's just certain situations that you're not going to win in those situations. It's given like 5 of, swords. Certain times, we have to accept defeat, accept it for what it is, and just bow out, walk away. Number here is 32 on top of that, right? And we were talking about the number 5 earlier before too. You can't always change the outcome, no matter how hard you fight. Definitely 5 of Swords energy. There is strength in recognizing when it's time to let go. Release what is beyond your control and conserve your energy for what truly matters. Yes, put your energy into the things that actually are going to help you, because thus, in doing that, you also are helping others. And that yields a golden opportunity. And we saw more than one card that showed like a golden lit up door. These opportunities presenting themselves. Yeah. Might need a little time to yourself right now as well. What's under here? Because they kind of like went like that. Yeah. You're going to have to cut some ties. There we go. That's why. You have to cut some ties. And you're going to have to kind of do some things alone. Ren, shut the hell up. I promise I don't like abuse my cat or anything, but my gosh, she's driving me fucking crazy. She doesn't always do this. Again, we have power struggle. So it's like, it's kind of giving like an internal struggle too. That's what I'm picking up on. My back is yeah. So I'm getting a lot of different messages with that, but like, yeah, the big thing is just, there are these power dynamics within like your work life and stuff like that, within even yourself, right? Should I stay? Should I go? What do I do? How do I do it? But hopefully we can get some answers from the clarifying life situations deck as some closing messages. So let's do like 3 from here and keep it moving, and we'll end it from there. We have Emerging Dawn. It says, trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise, along with higher wisdom. And we talked about gaining a sense of knowledge, didn't we? Explore options, learn what you can, and expand your horizons. Very important right now, I feel like. I don't even feel drawn to like read the opposing side of the card. At least not right now. We'll see what Spirit has to say, though, of course. When Spirit guides me, I will, if needed. What time is it anyways? It's time to start winding down. I can tell you that right now, because I gotta get up early, get the kiddos tomorrow. I miss them, but At the same time, that break was just not long enough. All right, commitment is here. Commit to Ren. Commit to this next stage in your life development. Sorry, in your development. It's life development. In your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. So yeah, commit to yourself. That's what I'm getting. Commit to yourself. There are things that you're meant to do. Yeah, but you have to release first. River of release. Drift along the river of release, where waters carry away burdens, guiding towards renewal. I like it. Death and rebirth vibes is kind of what I'm getting. Commit to yourself, though. Clear your mind. Something about water. Some of you guys might have like a lot of water in your chart or something like that, or just being called to spend time by water. And that shows up a lot in these readings, to be honest. It's a good way to calm yourself. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. So there are a lot of things that you've been thinking about doing, and they're giving you confirmation. Like they're like, yes, but stop thinking about it too much. You think too much, and then you stay stagnant because you're worried about, you know, the possible outcome. All right, so we have a card that came out in the reverse, but let's see what it says. It says learning secrets. Stay open-minded and receptive as you uncover hidden truths and embrace the lessons they offer. Soul whispers is on the other side of the card. That would have been if you were in the upright. Look beyond the words and hear what is really being said now. So yeah, just being understanding of the fact that we have to be very, very cognizant of the things that we're hearing and we're seeing, right? People tell us things all the time, right? I am getting somebody might be clairaudient. Let me know in the comments. You hear things, you hear messages and stuff like that. I'm very, very clairaudient. That's probably like of all the different gifts that I have, I think that's probably that and the clairsentience. I think that's probably the strongest gift that I have. Like my clairaudience is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. It's sometimes a little bit annoying. Let's get a couple more from here, Spirit. Because it's like, especially like when you're sleeping and all of a sudden you hear stuff and it's like, what the hell is that? You can just go to sleep. But I've had it even when I was a kid. I didn't know what it was, and I thought something was like super wrong with me. And now, granted, there's many things wrong with me. That's not one of them. All right, so we have two cards that came out together. They kind of came out challenging, so let's see what we got here. We have rising flames, and we talked about a lot of fire energy earlier. Let your passion guide you, exactly, to a fulfilling purpose meant for you, and I said that. Ignite your soul. Embrace the mysteries. I talked about those mysterious things that happen, right? Of life. Stay open-minded and embrace the wisdom that unfolds from every experience. So, it's time to put that fire under your butt and make shit happen. And yeah, it's giving like transmutation vibes. Like transmute this energy. Do something with it. We also have open to receive here. It says invite abundance with open arms. Embrace the blessings waiting to flow into your life along with divine flow. Let go of the attachment. We talked about attachments earlier, to the outcome, and let the universe bring gifts. Yes, go with the flow and be open to receive. So let's see. Let's get one more from here, Spirit. The human, I am done. Oh my god. You are hilarious. You knew what you were doing. That was fucking hilarious. The human. Not the husband. The human. Oh no, I mean husband. Yeah, I see all you did there. Like this other person who I occupy space with who's getting on my damn nerves. But you love him at the same time. Ren, cut it out. Alright. One more from here, Spirit. She's driving me crazy. Um, hey T baby, what's up, love? All right, let's get one more card to close out the reading, guys, and that'll be it. Not too bad, hour and a half for whole July prediction reading. Again, I do hope that you guys received the messages that you were meant to receive. That's always my goal. I know there were some interesting things that popped up, and I know that certain parts of the reading will not resonate with each person, but hopefully if you watch later, you decide to watch the whole thing through and just kind of catch the vibe and see. First of it was just kind of honestly entertaining. Like, even if it's not your story, you're gonna be like, damn, that's what's going on. Go get your pop, like some Michael Jackson Thriller meme shit. Like, wow. Get some tea, because there was some tea poured for sure during that love reading. Oh my goodness, that was something. But anywho, all right. So we have stay in the flow, surrender. Yep. Surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons as they naturally unfold. And we also have here, it says fully immersed. It says everything you want is all around you, just waiting just waiting for you to see it. It's hard to see it because it's like white font on top of very light colors, so I'm like, what does that say? But yeah, time to immerse yourself in the in this flow, right? Go in there, stick with it. My back is killing me. What the fuck is going on? I don't like that. I know I've been sleeping weird, so it could just be that. I hope that's all it is. It's like going down my, like, starting like at the top of like the flank of my back, and then like going down to like my thigh. I'm like, please don't be sciatica, because I do have sciatica, but this will be the opposing side than what I'm used to having it on. It's usually always on the left side. I'm just like, I'm in enough pain already. I don't need more. Please, please, let's not do that. We have here on the bottom, it says answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. Yes, I don't even need to see the other part or read the other part. Yeah, literally, we talked about that openness to change. It allows for that new world to come through. A new world opening up. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up. And we have that home there too. And we did talk about maybe some of you guys getting ready to move to a new home. So that could be some confirmation for somebody. And we also have magic opportunity. Embrace the unexpected. Seize the chance for transformation. Wow. It's a breakthrough moment. This is going to test your resilience or reward it. I'm not even getting testing. I'm getting rewarding it. Rewarding your resilience. All that hard work you've put through. Oof. I gotta do some stretching before I go to sleep. I just don't feel right. I don't know what the hell just happened in my back. Whew. Don't like it though. Okay. I'll be alright. It's age. This is my 40s. But anyways, I mean, I've been dealing with chronic pain though since I was in my 20s, so I ain't really saying much. But anywho, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. And even if you didn't get to stay for the whole time, or you came in late, I'm just happy you popped in at all. I'm really, really grateful and appreciative of you guys for what you do to help support the channel. And yeah, so with all that said, there's a lot to kind of uncover here. So, if you came in late and you would like to, start the reading from the beginning, as long as it fucking posts YouTube, don't play me. Like they did the other day. The reading ended up coming back though, guys. It did show up. It showed up like almost like in the middle of the night last night. I was like, what? It was so weird. I'm like, that reading was like 4 or 5 days old at that point, and it just showed up randomly. I'm like, what in the world? It did show up though. It's a good one. It was the Kipper deck reading. So if you want to go check that out, it's there. But anywho, yeah, thank you. Um, check out other content if you're new and haven't seen, everything that we do on this channel. We were crying and stuff last night at like, midnight and shit. It was pretty wild. Yeah, we do a little bit of everything on this channel. So, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you're gonna do a little bit of everything on here because we talk about all the different things. We touch upon all of it. So, you know, we do a little bit of love readings. We do, you know, pick emojis or free readings. We do, you know, very spiritually based things. We look into the inner child. Like we do so many of those different things. So, career and finance clearly, right? We do all of it. So, whatever spirit feels so inclined for us to talk about, we talk about it. So with that said, stick around, guys. You never know what comes up next. All right. So until next time, my lovies. Good night.